Shalom. Assalamu alaikum, my friends. You know what? I'm getting sick and tired of people. I'm getting sick and tired of anybody who's trying to tell me or anybody else what my grandfather Muhammad was about or what he did. I'm so sick of you motherfuckers. You know what? Here's a little concept for everyone to understand. When Muhammad's beating people up, fighting people with the sword and shit, hang on, When Muhammad going around slaughtering people with the sword, you want me to tell you why he's doing it? I'll explain to you. And I'll explain to everybody the true interpretation of why we wanted to kick your fucking asses. Okay? Here's the reason. They're wicked people. They were wicked people. Just like in today's society. Like in my house, I got a bunch of wannabe gangster thugs that act like this. I want to use the words that Muhammad would be using, but I can't because they would ban me. But you have to I'll say certain other words. When you act like a Canaanite, you're a wicked fuck. So here you get in the hip-hop world, the rap world and this stuff. They all want to act like Canaanite. And they all want to claim an Arabic word called being a thug. Half of these guys doing it, they're all on drugs. Back in Muhammad's day, there's nothing new under the sun. These same individuals, they were doing drugs as well, acting stupid, raiding people, robbing people, everything else. So what did Muhammad have to do? We had to pick up the fucking sword. And we had to go attack these motherfuckers. And put them in their fucking place. Because they wanted to spread drugs around. They want to spread lies around. You understand what I'm telling you? After a while, there's only so much a man can take. When his sheep constantly getting stolen. When his family's constantly being abused. Or when idiot thugs want to run around the world and act like jackasses. Thinking they're badass motherfuckers. Half of them are homosexuals. That's a fact. Look at hip-hop music. You can already start seeing it. All of these guys coming out, homosexuals. You understand? Weak. Come to me and I'll whip your ass. You rap superstar. You rapper. You big bad boy. You understand what I'm telling you? It's a joke. And that's who I am. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm like. See, all these other people, they might be scared. But in the society that we live, you look at a policeman. Oh, I'm so scared. Everybody's so scared to tell these people off. I'm not scared. Let a civil war rise up in America and watch how I'll show you I'm not scared of no man. I don't care what you're from. You could be from a great terrorist group. Woo! I'll shatter you in the ground. This is why Muhammad picked up the sword. It's the same around in our neighborhoods that we live today. When you got a bunch of wannabe thugs running around, wannabe gangsters, acting like fools in the neighborhoods, breaking into people's cars, all these type of things. What do you think we should be done when the world and the people that are righteous have had enough of these fucking idiots? These Canaanite mentalities. You understand what I'm telling you? People think I'm crazy. They start calling me a terrorist because of the way I talk. But it's a little different, isn't it? It makes more sense when I speak it. Because the way that I speak it is truth. And that's what we should be doing right now. You got your streets flooded with fentanyl. You got a group of thugs wanting to flood your streets with fentanyl. Killing your children. You're going to stand around and let them fucking do it? Huh? Obviously, look at all you Americans standing around letting a bunch of wannabe thugs take over your communities and take over your legislations and take over your laws. And what's the excuse that they're always using? That's right, the outward appearance rather than the inward of your spirit of what your fucking actions are. You understand, people? That's why my grandfather picked up the sword, and that's what I will do if you keep pissing me off. And this is what everyone should be doing. And this is what everyone should be doing. In every one of your communities, in every one of our states, in everywhere we are, we should rise up and take back your fucking neighborhoods from these weirdo thugs. The other party, they want to let them all out in the streets. Now you see why. Why they're letting them all out in the streets. So they can bring back their foul, lawless, Dajjal, jinn spirits. Run amok in your neighborhoods. Selling girls as prostitutes all over your streets now. And then the drugs. Selling little kids drugs. Little kids accidentally touching the fentanyl and dying in the middle of the road, though they have never touched a drug. Think about that, you jackass motherfuckers in the world. And who's the group that they use to bring all this in? Well, it's that same group that always wants to look on the outside rather than spirit. And this is what's fucked in our world right now. I'll put it back. I'll put it back the way it's supposed to be. And I'll grab every one of these Canaanites and I'll put them back in the land they came from. And I'll re-erect any minaret back up. And if you dare cross it to come in another man's land, that's the last thing you'll do. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum.